What is the social voice of art in our time and in our age? Throughout history, art has had a social, cultural, and spiritual function. It has elucidated the Zeitgeist, the spirit of the times. It's captured the soul of countries, of epochs, of eons, of people, of spaces, and it's sung to us its own unique rhapsody, its own chorus, its verse, its prose, its narrative. But what is the voice, the true voice of art, of all artists, of all creators, of all creativity in this time now? And if we can see that the history of art is an unfolding of that creative spirit through history, through the momentum of the past, gathering steam in the present and bringing us forward into the future. What is that paradigm, that possibility, that place of creativity now? Bob Dylan sung "Blowing in the Wind." And this captures something prevalent, something pronounced, something profound about our rite of passage. But what is the voice? What is the truth? What is the message that we need to listen to now in our age that is both within us and within the voice and voices of the arts? It seems more apparent that we're living in a technospheric age, an age where technology is the defining medium of our consciousness and of our life. A lot of people are constantly connected to technology. In fact, they have an anxiety when they are disconnected from their phone or from their laptop or from their tablet. And so we're living in an age where technology has the capacity to bind us together, to create unity, to create unification, universal unification. The realization of our unity because of the expanded possibility that it enables us to live in our life. Or it could drive us further away from ourselves and further away from our world, further away from our planet and from nature. And it seems like it's taking this course. If technology is a extrusion of our capacity to receive and transmit information, why has it stunted us rather than necessarily enabled us to thrive as a species? More and more youth are lost in the endless screens that are consuming them without having a real connection to themselves, to their families, and to the planet. In fact, it is the young generation that are natives to the technosphere, to the cybersphere, to the World Wide Web. And being natives to this domain, this realm, this digital age, they have found themselves alienated from the very planet that they exist on. And what is the net response of this? How will this play out in the rest of their lives? It seems very evident that we are exhausting the resources of this planet, that we are living dangerously out of balance with the planet, that we are biting off more than we can chew in terms of resources, and we are not giving back as much as we take. And the system that is perpetuating this, a capitalist, Darwinian, materialist, ideological paradigm that is the predominant system running on Earth, what is its agenda? Is it just to have stable economies so that people don't go mad and steal? Is it to root out poverty so that everyone can live free, healthy, and satisfying lives without the struggle of simply not having the resource in order to survive in this society. So where does the voice of art come into this spectrum and sphere of human relationships on this planet? The voice of art is always a voice of creative self-expression. And one of the things that is very evident to myself is our education system has taught us to be predominantly mentally oriented in life. And this mental orientation is a result of our mind training, our learning through the mind. And correspondingly, we've become emotionally and spiritually stunted as a species. We haven't had the training in dealing with our emotional fluctuations in this world. Our training mostly involves distractions and neglect, rather than actually dealing with our emotional life and reality. We are predominantly unresponsive to those pangs of difficult emotion that surface for all of us. So, art provides the opportunity, the palette, the space, and the process to deal effectively with one's emotional landscape. And it's this emotional landscape that collectively we can and need to examine. This emotional landscape that is the examination of our innermost feelings about who we are and where we are in life. This examination which enables us to know and to feel and to experience and to express those parts of ourselves that are wanting to come through, that are not wanting to be repressed or depressed or dejected or neglected, but are wanting to come through, to emerge, to be unfolded from within, and thus enabling the externalization of our inner space, of our inner world, of those parts within us that are wanting to emerge. There is a quote by the Gnostic Jesus which says, if you bring out what is within you, what is within you will save you. If you do not bring out what is within you, what is within you will destroy you. And this insight is utterly relevant to where we are at as a species. And it's our failure to bring out what is within us authentically that is the source of much of our suffering. And so the remedy for this is for everyone to realize and recognize the artist within themselves, to open to that artistic dimension, that creative space, that creative process where they can talk, dance, move, sing, play, draw, paint, from those spaces within us that are simply requiring a deeper examination, a deeper mediation, a deeper meditation, a deeper processing and knowing, so that we can move forward in our life, having examined who we are, having processed those spaces within us that may have been earlier unexamined and unknown. In that sense, art is a journey of discovering, rediscovering, and refining who we are. And so the voice of art, the creative voice of all artists, has rejoiced in this simple message. And this simple message is required to be heard and to be acknowledged by all of us in the world that are feeling isolated, that are feeling alone, that are feeling not together with it and aligned from within. Art can enable that safe passage deep back to the home within us, to our sanctuary, to that sacred space within us where our creative spirit can dwell in the safety of acknowledgement of our identity. And so this artistic message is relevant for all of those young people who are uncertain as to what their path is in life, and who are looking for deeper meaning and deeper purpose, and are looking for a means of helping them to better acknowledge and process who they are in this world. Thank you for listening.